In order to be an effective leader, you must have certain traits. Um, One of those traits would be decisiveness. You have to be able to make decisions quickly. You have to have integrity. You have to, be truthful and the things that you have to make decisions about. Try not to be biased. You have to have team building skills. You have to be able to make decisions on how to effectively navigate through a team and get results done effectively. You have to have problem solving skills, know how to solve problems. Um, you have to be able to be dependable. That's kind of a natural thing because you can't be a leader without being dependable. Be available to your staff or to whoever it is that you're leading. You have to have the ability to teach, mentor, and show the staff or whoever it is that you're leading that you are genuine in what you're trying to display to them. For me, I would say that I have a lot of leadership skills because, number one, I worked in a group home for 15 years. 15 years. And in the group home, of those 15 years, 8 years I was a supervisor. So for 8 years, I ran the group home. I usually had about 8 staff underneath me. My responsibilities included making sure that the individuals had their spending money, making sure that their medical bills were paid, making sure that they had their medications. I had to staff the home and make sure that there was staff at all times because in the group home, the staffing is 24 hours, 7 days a week. Um, and you also have to do those things that I mentioned as far as making decisions quickly. Sometimes individuals will get sick and you have to decide, do you send them to the ER or not? Um, those are things that I dealt with on a daily basis when I was a supervisor. I also had to carry an on-call phone, at which time, like, we would have the phone for 7 days at a time, and it was 24 hours a day. So I basically didn't like it because it caused a lot of anxiety because I didn't know when the phone was going to ring, when it wasn't going to ring. But I got through it. But those calls were difficult. Sometimes we would get calls in the middle of the night, and I would have to go out and go to the ER, make a decision to take the person to the ER, which I would have to do. So definitely, you know, having that decisiveness, being able to make decisions, that's very important. Another aspect of my life where I would say I have good leadership skills is I am the eldest of 7 girls. So I have 6 sisters, and I basically had to learn how to be a leader from very young because when you grow up with 6 sisters, you kind of have no choice. You have to learn how to, you know, navigate between day-to-day activities, teaching them about things, letting them know what's right, what's wrong, and just being a leader as an elder. So that is one aspect of leadership that I definitely learned from young. A natural leader is just something that, like I said, it's come to me since I was a kid. As far as my daughter, I have a daughter. She's 21 years old. And I had to obviously be a leader in her life because I had to show her what to do, what not to do. And she's 21 years old right now. She moved out my house recently, and she's still calling me for, advice about life issues, and which I do, navigate her in whatever way she needs to go. But I honestly feel that no matter what age you are, if you're a natural leader, you're always going to be a leader. It's just something that's going to stick with you, unless you don't like it, of course. So that's how I feel about leadership.